back to El Viejo Stadium today, the home of the Whalers. They welcome the Feudin'Fowls in for game number 58 here of Cheese League Baseball. Thank you for joining us. I'm your announcer today, Greg. Gunnar Sardee on the hill for the Fowls and Clara Sandoval on the mound for the Whalers. Oliver Hanna steps in, DH and leadoff for the Feudin'Fowls. Sandoval, four-seamer, curveball and change, not a lot of variety. More of an junk pitcher and accuracy pitching than velocity. That one's fouled away by Hanna. 2-2, and now the full count. And that one's lined right to Durham for the first out. Kellen Moran steps in. Shortstop having a good season so far. 361, 3 homers, 3 RBIs. And that one's fouled away. Popped up. Briggs runs in, snags it for the second out. Brings up Rod Slow. And Sandoval snags it for the third out of the inning. Nice little shot of Old City here at El Viejo Stadium. Redier steps in, leadoff hitter for the home team Whalers. Grounds that one right to Taverna for the first out of the inning. Brings up Owen English, second baseman. Let's look at Sardee, four-seamer slider, curveball change, as English grounds that one to Schmidt for the second out of the inning. And Briggs steps in. Just saw him in left field. Sardee's more of an accuracy pitcher than velocity or junk. It's also 0-1 on the year. Compared to Sandoval is 1-1. The 2-2 now to Briggs, and gets him striking out. Nice little breaking pitch, off-speed pitch there. The inside part of the plate. 4, 5, and 6 due up now for the Fowls. We're under the lights here tonight at El Viejo Stadium. During the day, it can be a little tough with the shadows here, so I'm sure the hitters and the fielders appreciate that. Taverna grounds this one to Durham for the first out of the inning. Louis Huber, left fielder for the Feudin. Very distinctive look, and Huber hits one up the middle for a base hit. I feel like I can pick Louis Huber out of a lineup any day of the week. And now Taylor Schmidt comes in with 1 on, 1 out. Here in the top of the second. Took the pitch way outside. 2-0 now to Schmidt. And there's a strike. Curveball. And 92 in the gun there from Sandoval. And working back now, 3-2. Sandoval delivers. Grounded to English. Goes the sure out way to first for the second out of the inning. Marcos Lester steps in. Center fielder here for the Feudin'Fowls. Having a good season. 343, 1 homer, 8 ribbies. Fouls that one away. Hard hit foul ball. And pitch way inside. 1-2 now on Lester. Hits that one, but right at Vargas for the third out of the inning. Heart of the order up. 4, 5, 6 for the Whalers. Kate Durham. Sardee has a very inflated ERA, 16.50. Pops this one. That's actually carrying. That's gone. That one just kept going. 354-foot homer. Kate Durham, his first homer. 4th RBI of the season. The Whalers are on the board. Little solo shot there from Durham. Brings in Russ McIntosh. That ball just kept going. And that one's hit quite well to center field. Lester's there. Puts it away for the out. Cole Lane steps in now. Third baseman here for the Whalers. And 1-2 now to Lane. And right back to Sardi for the second out of the inning. All right, apologize for the weird little cut there. Lennox Rago steps in. Had a little bit of a power failure. And he pops that one up to Wallace behind the plate to end the inning. So we go to the top of the third. 8-9-1 due up for the Feudin'Fowls, and there is Edwin Wallace. Two 2-0 now, and 3-0 to Wallace. And strike, there's a change up there. That one's hit quite well and quite gone. Edwin Wallace, the solo shot. 392 foot, second homer, fourth ribby of the season. It's all knotted up at one here.
The right fielder, number 21.
Brings up Carmelo McForsham, number 9 hitter, right fielder for the Fowls. And nubbed in front of the plate. Rago takes it himself for the first out. Oliver Hanna steps in over 1 today. And takes the ball outside. And fouls that one away. And that one's hit up the middle. So 1 out base hit here for Hanna. That brings up Kellen Moran, who's 0 for 1 today. I don't think Hanna's a real threat to run there on first, but we'll see what happens. Stranger things have happened here in Cheese League Baseball. 2-0 now, and 3-0 to Moran. And Sandoval walks Moran. Brings up Rod Slow, 0 for 1 today. 2 on, 1 out. And 90 on the gun there from Sandoval. Not a big velocity pitcher. She'll hit low 90s though. 3-0 now to Slow, and there's a strike. That one's a towering fly ball. White is there for the second out of the inning. White has a pretty good arm though, so nobody's going to run there. Runners remain at first and second. Brings up Lucy Taverna. 0 for 1 today. And that ball is way inside. Almost hit Taverna on the knee. And, ooh, good breaking pitch there. Gets her swinging. 1-1. And the 1-2 pitch from Sandoval. The 2-2 now. Hit. Go right at Vargas for the final out of the inning. Foul strand a pair of runners. They get 1 though. Tie the ball game. Brings up Aiden Vargas. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom half of the third here for the Whalers. And 3-0. And Sardi walks him. So Vargas walks. Serm White steps in. Vargas runs pretty well there at first. And he goes. And, oh, that one's bobbled by Taverna. Everyone is safe. So, Reddy A steps in, leadoff hitter here. With 2 on, no outs. Runners with pretty good speed at first and second as well. And, ooh, Reddy A really reached for that one. Pops it up into right field. McForsham's there. And nobody goes, so Owen English steps in. 0 for as well today. 1 out, runners on first and second. Sardi at 32 pitches. here in the bottom of the third. And 3-0 now to English. And he walks him. So walks the bases loaded. That brings up Ralph Briggs.
Number 11.
And the Whalers fans have quieted down quite a bit. Kind of hear a pin drop here at El Viejo. 1-2 now, Briggs. And the 2-2. And they get him. Briggs down on strikes. That brings up Kate Durham. Full 2 outs, bases loaded rather. And the 1-2 to Durham. And the 2-2 now. Sardi delivers. And full count. And hit right to Louis Huber for the final out. Whalers leave the bases loaded in the bottom part of the third. We go to the top of the fourth, and Louis Huber leads it off here. 1 for 1 so far today. Is it a strike? And 1-1 now. Sandoval, K-Man activated, 1-2 on Huber, and now the 2-2. Fouls that one away. Full count. Off the fists. And hit right up the middle. So base hit there for Louis Huber. Second hit of the day. 2 for 2 today. Taylor Schmidt steps in over 1.
Number 10.
Pretty good speed there at first for the Fowls. Popped up. Durham over. Let's see if that gets in the crowd. It doesn't. So 1 out now. Marcos Lester steps in 0 for 1 as well. Power and contact versus lefties both activated. And the 1-1 to Lester. That one's hit a mile high. Briggs puts it away for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, number
And Edwin
5.
Wallace steps in. He had a home run. Oh, a surprising home. Oh, no. That one's hit quite well into left center. And into the weird little triangle fence out there. Run scores, and Wallace is on with a 2-out RBI double.
Right fielder,
The Fowls take the
number
lead,
21.
2-1. Popped up. Briggs camps under it. The final out of the inning. The Fowls get 1 here in the top of the fourth. They lead it 2-1. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Whalers in the bottom half of the frame.
Batting, the shortstop,
Russ
number
McIntosh steps in.
21.
That one's hit. Base hit. Into right field. A hard hit. Ball into right field. Lane steps in 0 for 1 today. So the Whalers have a base runner here. Sardi's stats not really impacted too much. 50th pitch though. He is kind of a long man for them. Sardi throws to Moran. Slow for the 1-6-3 double play.
28.
Rago steps in. 2 outs now. And pops that one up. Slow is there for the 3rd out of the inning. Top of the order due up now for the Feudin'Fowls. The fans here have really kind of been taken out of the game. Any little chance the Whalers have gotten, the Fowls have kind of just answered it. And strike there to Hannah. And 3-1 now. And he's walked, so Sandoval walks Hannah.
Now batting, the
Brings in
shortstop,
Kellen Moran.
number 50.
Get some swing in, strike one. Ball way outside. Popped up. Let's see who's there to get it. And it's English for the first out.
Batting, the first baseman, number 19.
Slow steps in, 0 for 2 today. So curveball there. And velocity is all flashing red now, as that one's hit into right center. Run's coming home. There's no play at the plate, so slow. An RBI double. Feudin'Fowls take the 3-1 lead. And I was just going to say, I bet you they're going to pull Sandoval. They do. Gwendolyn Bangett comes in out of the Fowls bullpen as Lucy Taverna steps up and pops this one up. See who's going to be there. Who's going to get it? White's there for the second out.
Now batting, the left
Louis Huber,
fielder,
2 for 2 today, 2 singles. Power versus righties activated for Huber. Gwendolyn Bangett's been used pretty heavily out of the Whalers bullpen as of late. See, she looks quite tense, and she walks Huber. So
now batting,
brings up
the
Taylor
third
Schmidt,
baseman, number 10.
0 for 2, with 2 on, 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. The 1-1 now to Schmidt. And a ball. 2-1. One's hit to English. Goes over to Durham for the final out of the inning. Fowls keep chipping away here. They get another run. 3-1. They lead it as we go to the bottom of the fifth. 8-9-1 up.
Number 12.
And we're going to have a defensive replacement, a couple of defensive replacements. So Noggin is at third base for Schmidt, and Roth is in left. Now for Huber, and right to Noggin. 2-1 now on Vargas, and ball. Slow fields it, takes it himself for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Brings up Serm White 0 for 1 today.
now pitching,
And I was going to say, I bet you they're going to pull Sardi, so they do. And Humphrey comes in out of the bullpen. Another bullpen pitcher we've seen quite a bit lately. 1-2 now on White. Try to get him chased low. 96 on the gun from Humphrey. And off of Slow's glove, Taverna recovers, throws over to first. Out number 2. Nice little pickup there by Taverna. Radier steps in, the leadoff hitter here for the Whalers. 1-1 now. And gets some swinging on the high cheese. 1-2. Little pitch inside. 2-2 to Radier. And diving catch by Rod Slow. Nice little defensive display there at first base. Bottom part of the order up now for the Feudin'Fowls here in the top of the sixth.
number 57.
Lester leads it off. Instead of ball. 89 from Bangett. Low. I said Bangett looks tense. It's been used quite a bit. 9 ERA of 9. Whip of 2. That one's grounded. Oh! Off of Lane's glove there at third.
Now batting, the catcher.
So the Fowls have base runner. Edwin Wallace steps in. 2 for 2 today. Having a good game. That one's hit quite well. Does that just sneak over the fence? It does. 2 home run game here for Wallace. 384 foot just got over the fence. 3rd homer, 7th ribby of the year. And the Feudin'Fowls,
Now batting, the right fielder.
they
number
take the 5-1 lead.
number
And Bangett is pulled, and we get Benitez out of the bullpen as McForsham steps in for the Fowls. No outs here in the top of the 6th. That one's hit very well, and that's a no-doubter. 419-foot homer for McForsham, his second of the year, 8th RBI of the year. And the Fowls take the 6-1 lead.
Designated hitter, number 7.
Brings up the leadoff hitter, Oliver Hanna. Still no outs. And Durham, rather,
Now batting,
snags that
the
one for the first out of the inning.
number 50.
Moran steps in, 0 for 2 today. One and one on Moran. That one's hit into left center field, drops in. It's a 1-out hit here for Moran. Brings up
Now batting, the
Rod
first
Slow,
baseman,
1 for 3 today with a
number
double and an
19.
RBI. And, ooh, that's kind of crosses up Rago behind the plate. The runner advances to second. Three and 0 now to Slow. I was going to say they might just walk him to set up the double play opportunity. I think that's what they're doing here with Taverna, who's up now 0 for 3 today, and he's kind of struggling at the plate. Pops that one up. Durham goes over. That one might get into the stands, though. Oh, no, it doesn't.
Now batting, the left
So
fielder,
2 outs now.
number 12.
Roth steps in. He was a defensive replacement for Louis Huber. That one's grounded right back to Benitez for the 3rd out of the inning. 2-3-4 due up for the Whalers in the bottom part of the 6th. Owen English steps in, 0 for 1 today. Humphrey still in the hill there for the Fowls. That one's hit into center field for a base hit. Ralph Briggs now 0 for 2 today.
Number 11.
So the Whalers have a base runner. Oh, that one goes off of Wallace's glove. Kind of hit off the heel of the glove, it looked maybe. So the runner advances to second. No outs, runner on second. 2-1 to Briggs. That one's grounded to Taverna. Throws over to first for the sure out. The runner moves to third.
Now batting, the first baseman,
And brings up Cade Durham.
number 69.
1 out, runner on third here in the bottom of the 6th. Durham looks locked in too. And then he hits one right up the middle, a little worm burner up the middle. And the Whalers get another run, so 6-2 now with a runner on first who can run quite well actually. 1 out, McIntosh steps in. And 2-0 to McIntosh. Runner goes. And fouled away. Maybe a little hit and run action there. Popped up. And that's behind home plate. Rago there. Or Wallace, rather. Apologize.
Now
Wallace puts it away.
the third baseman, number 20.
Cole Lane steps in. 2 outs. Runner on first. Lane looks rattled at the plate. So I think they're just going to attack him, I suppose. 1-1 now. And now the 1-2 to Lane. For some reason, Humphrey throws over to first. And again, just work the hitter here with 2 outs. And they get him. So on to the top of the 7th. 6-2, Fowls lead it.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And Noggin steps in for his first at-bat of the day. Benitez still on the mound for the Whalers. Noggin was a defensive replacement for Taylor Schmidt. And English fields that one in shallow center field,
Now batting, the
but really no
seventh
play
fielder,
there.
Number
Brings up
57.
Lester, 0 for 3 today. Very good speed on the base pass here for the Feudin'Fowls. They throw over to first, safe. And just foul. And fouled away again. 0-2 to Lester. And they get him swinging. The ball almost in the dirt.
Now batting, the catcher, number 5.
Wallace, 3 for 3 today. 2 homers and a double. Just having himself a ball game. 1-1 now on Wallace. They throw over to first. Safe. And the 2-1 now. Runner goes. Throw down second. Safe. And Wallace is walked. Brings up McForsham, who has a home run as well. And Benitez is pulled. We're going to see Ian Peters come out of the Whalers bullpen. That walk does set up the double play here. So let's see if they can get McForsham to hit a ground ball, actually. 3-0 though on McForsham. Runners go. And they walk him. So that brings up Oliver Hanna, top of the order here. 1 for 3 today, single and a walk. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Fowls lead at 6-2. That one is hit quite well. Does it stay fair? And it does. Grand slam. Oliver Hanna. Just snuck around the pole. 392-foot shot. And it's a 10-2 ball game. Moran steps in with 1 out and grounds out to McIntosh. 2 outs now. Rod Slow steps in, 1 for 3, double walk and an RBI. Wish I would have paid attention to Peters' ERA before that grand slam. And Slow is walked, so more base runners on for the Fowls. Taverna's 0 for 4 today, not having a good day at the plate at all. And she pops up. I think English is going to call for it and put it away for the final out. Hanna with the grand slam here in the top of the 7th. Feudin'Fowls lead at 10-2. And this is the Whalers' last chance as Rago steps in. And fouls that one away. Humphrey's still on for the Feudin'Fowls. 3-1 now to Rago. And he hits this one into right center for a base hit. So don't call it a comeback. The Whalers have a base runner on. And Aiden Vargas steps in, who's 0 for 1 today. And that one's popped up. Roth puts it away for the first out. White steps in, 0 for 2 today. And the 1-1 now to White from Humphrey. That one's hit right at Roth for the second out. So the Whalers are down to their final out now. Brings up Redier, who's 0 for 3. And we're going to have a pinch runner. Rounds now on first. Pinch runner for Rago. I was actually wondering why the Whalers manager didn't put in a pinch runner to begin with. 2-1 to Redier. Swings through that one. 2-2 now. And strike 3, punched out. And just like that, the Feudin'Fowls win. Kind of a blowout win here. Take a look at the lines. 10-11-1 for the Fowls, 2-5-1 for the Whalers. That grand slam really did it there in the 7th, didn't it? On the foul side, Hanna, again, 2 for 4. He had that grand slam. Louis Huber had a good game, too. 2 for 2. Let's see, and Wallace, 3 for 3. 2 home runs today, 4 ribbies. He had a good game. On the Whalers side, let's take a look here. English was 1 for 2. Durham, 2 for 3. And that was pretty much it. Durham had both RBIs today, so like I said, it was a kind of a quiet game in the El Viejo, so you can kind of tell by the fans how things are going. Humphrey, rather, not Nick Humphrey, just Humphrey, with the win, and Sandoval does get the loss. 1-2 now in the season with Sandoval. Let's look at our top 3 players. Edwin Wallace, 3 for 3, 2 homers, 2 ribbies, 4 RBIs, 3 runs. Oliver Hanna, 2 for 4, home run, 4 ribbies. Of course, he had the grand slam and 2 runs. And Kate Durham gets the shout out from the Whalers side, 2 for 3, the homer, 2 ribbies, and a run. That's how game number 58 ends here today, folks, on Cheese League Baseball. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to our channel for more Cheese League Baseball action. We have, let's see, 62 more games coming, I believe, if I'm doing my math correctly. If you want to know what games are coming up, follow us on Twitter at geek_cheese. That's where you'll get your schedule announcements and all other fun things. And, yeah, thank you again so much for watching Cheese League Baseball on Geek Cheese on YouTube. Have a good one, folks. Take care. Feudin'Fowls win.